Hey there, hope you're having a good day. In this video, I want to introduce you to the Hero's Journey animation project that's in progress and just share with you the idea and then where we're at in the process currently. So the idea is that when I originally composed this song, I had this kind of story arc in my head that I was working towards. And so I'm just going to play some clips from the piece and share with you just so you can get a flavor of each section of the piece, what I was visualizing. So it opens up and there's a battle taking place, and there's fighting going on, and it's just we're on a wide view of the scene. We don't necessarily are familiar with any of the characters or anything, but this is what's going on. Let me turn this down a little bit. Okay, so that goes on for a little bit, and then we get to 50 seconds in, and we kind of hone in on the hero, and they're fighting valiantly. So this enters into the first statement of the heroic theme. Okay, and then at some point, the hero gets distracted or something happens, and they are taken down and temporarily defeated. And so that moment sounds like this. Now they're struggling to get back up, so we entered into 142, and we're uncertain. Is this person to get up? Are they gonna be defeated? There's a disheartened feeling, and we don't know. So there's some struggle happening. Okay, and then this leads into ultimately they do get back up. They're fighting with renewed strength, and so this is another heroic theme moment. Okay, and then we come into a completely different section where this visualization was the army has defeated the enemy and they're on their journey back home. So it's kind of like this air of joy and accomplishment, and we're back. We're going on our way back home. Okay. And then they get back to the village and there's a big celebration. So it becomes not just an individual journey for the hero or for the army. It's a celebration for the entire community. And so that's what this sounds like. Okay, so that was the idea. So I set about kind of going to talking to people. How can I get this done? I approached another composer friend, recommended to me. He worked with an animation studio, so I reached out to them and asked them some questions. And then I understood at that point, and I can't really work with them until I have a shot list and storyboards, a better idea of exactly what we want to get animated. So At that point, I approached somebody on Fiverr, and we started fleshing out this story. And what became immediately apparent to me is that I wasn't really interested in creating a video about this battle and, the people fighting and all this stuff. To me, it was more of like a metaphor. It was more the hero's journey is about this happening within. This is you have the demons within, you also the good, and you're the hero, and how do you work with these things internally? So through a number of conversations, we end up getting to this detailed shot list, which is 96 different shots that outline this whole narrative. And what we're starting with is we see a hero in their kind of living room or something. They're watching TV, and we see all these bubbles popping up on screen. And we have some design boards that are being sketched out. So like these little bubbles like popping up with like fire and like symbols that indicate, okay, this person is watching something that's creating these stress or fear or something. They go on their phone, the same bubbles are popping up. Ultimately, we get close up of their face, they're stressed out, they throw their phone, they go into a meditation room and they sit down, close their eyes. And then when they open their eyes, they're in a completely different world. It's basically like, kind of like a white world, an etheric world with some fog floating around. There's nothing really there. And then out of the fog, we see this shadow person come. And that's we're kind of making them look like this. And you can see like the shadow people are associated with these, with the fears that were generated by what this person was doing back in the real world. So the idea is, okay, I got stressed out. There were different things that got me stressed out. I go close my eyes and sit down. And now I face these things within, and they are personified like this, these shadow people. So then now we go back to my original narrative. Now there's a fighting going on between the hero. So this is currently what, the hero looks like. I've made some little adjustments to get rid of the watch, and these aren't going to be boots anymore. But yeah, so the hero is now fighting these shadow people. And when the hero wins against the shadow person, what happens is this shadow person gets transformed into an aspect of the hero, which looks like this. Here's like a little image of what that transformation process could be. When the hero transform an aspect, we see this connection, this beam of light connect their hearts like this. So the idea is you face your shadows, you face your demons, and when you've sent your light to them, you transform them into something that helps you. You transform it. And so now these aspects begin to assist the hero in fighting the shadow people. So now we have, that image of what was being created in my original write-up, but it's an internal battle between the hero and the aspects of the hero and the shadow people. And at some point, when things get really bad, that part in the song where, there's the defeat, the momentary defeat, one of these aspects gets like ripped away by the shadow person, and we start to see the shadow people like take the tides turn back. And this is kind of like visualization what that looks like, where the shadow person is activating the fear that they're associated with, represented by the little symbol that's above them, and then kind of like blasting that force into the aspect. And ultimately this turns the aspect back into a shadow person. So fear then transforms light back into fear, essentially. This is the symbology. Okay, so we have this going back on, and then at some point he gets himself in a pickle, and all these, like, the shadow people are gaining strength, and they become this big, like, kind of combined shadow beast or whatever, and the hero's gonna be almost defeated. And then this dove flies down from the sky, touches the hero's third eye, and then all this light forms his body, and he doesn't even need like the hand attack anymore. The lights from the hand, like, just really huge blast of light like comes out and like demolishes like all the shadow people. Now, instead of like, there is no like this army of aspects of the hero walking back to a village. Instead, what's going to happen is like they're all going to like join in a circle around the hero, and then these beams of light all come out and connect them. You go in a close-up on the hero's face, and then we cut back to the real world where you see the background of the room that they're in and all this, and then there's a tear that rolls down the face, opens the eyes. And so the whole story arc is like meditation or internal alchemy, internal reflection is the battle to be fought, and that's the hero's journey. So yeah, so that's the point that the project's at right now. These design boards are going to be done in color, and once that's done, then she's going to go through and all do storyboards for all 96 of the shot list. So in a rough format. And once that's done, I'll create like this little short video, this little video taking all these storyboards and editing them together to the music so that I can get a sense of how the animation works with the music. And then, yeah, at each stage of this process, I'll be sharing more updates about what's going on. But yeah, I'm really excited about it and to see where it goes. And so far, it's been a really fun project. All right, thanks for watching.